Hello world. It's been a good week. Classes are off to a great start. All three of my instructors speak fluent English, and that's good enough for me to call it a good start. Today I want to tell you about something I discovered less than 2 weeks ago, but it's been occupying a lot of my time, many joyful hours spent in this activity, and you may have heard of it, but you may not have. It's called geocaching. Now, I am not a stranger to treasure hunting. In fact, I love treasure hunts. I mean, I've been making these suckers since like 2003 or something like that. This is Courtney's box from last Christmas. Now, this is not a geocache, but it's kind of the same concept. Treasure. Because everybody loves some treasure. But geocaching is basically GPS-based treasure hunting. Essentially, someone hides a little container called a geocache. It's usually disguised or camouflaged or something like that, but they hide it in a clever place, and then they save the GPS coordinates, and they post it on this website called geocaching.com. Put those coordinates into your GPS device, which for me is my phone, and you can navigate to it. And, you know, the iPhone gets to within about 16 feet. That's its best accuracy. So you get within 16 feet of the coordinates, and then you start searching. And when you find it, and they range in sizes from like ammo crates, which I've never found an ammo crate, but they have them, or Tupperware containers, or common ones I've seen are like pill bottles that have been wrapped in duct tape to be camouflaged. But inside of these caches, there's usually a little logbook, and I never have a pen, so I've only signed maybe like 3 of them ever. And sometimes there's little items, and sometimes there's these really cool items called trackables, which is basically just a stuffed animal or a toy or something like that, but with this tag on it, and the tag has a code, and you can move it to different caches and track where it's been, that kind of thing. It's fun. Anyways, the point is, it's fun. Like I said, I've discovered this about less than 2 weeks ago, and I've found 29 caches as of today. And you know what? I'm going to just show you what it looks like. Feast your eyes on this. So I live right here. Well, here-ish. And you can see I've done all these caches here around Bicentennial Park, which is where I live. And they're not easy to find. It's not like you just walk up to it and, well, that was easy. No, you got to look. And sometimes you're going through woods, thorn vines, that sort of stuff. So it's always off the beaten path, but it's fun. So that's just what I've done here around my house, and you can see right there, there's dozens of these just in Crowley. If I zoom out a level, there are hundreds of these over Dallas-Fort Worth. There's the ones I've done, and then look at all the rest. Now this past weekend, I was over in Mansfield, and I picked the kids up, and we went out to the parks over in Mansfield and did some geocache hunting there at Catherine Rose Memorial Those Trails. And we found a whole bunch. And then we went over to the cemetery and the parks that run between the cemetery, and we found some more. Alright, so when you click on one, whether it be on the website or on your phone, you know, it'll tell you the difficulty, the level of terrain, what the size of the geocache actually is. Of course, it'll give you the coordinates, which is important. That's the heart of the whole thing. And then a description. Sometimes the description will tell you what the cache looks like, sometimes it won't. Sometimes they'll have hints, sometimes they won't. Sometimes there will be photographs, and sometimes there won't. You're also able to look, anytime someone finds one, they post a little log, and you can look at the former log. See, there's mine. There I am, and I've said found it, and it was my niece and nephew's first geocache, and this is the picture of them. There they go. And see, that one's a little pill bottle with the camo tape. So there you go. So it's really cool. Now the only downside to this is that it's not free. The geocaching app on my phone was like $10, which is really expensive for an app. For me, it was money well spent. For you, I don't know, maybe not. But it's a little more steep than that, because the website, there's a free version of both the app and the website, but to really have access to everything, you'd have to get what's called the premium version. It's like $30 for the year. I personally had no problems dropping $40 on an app and a website subscription for a year worth of treasure hunting. However, I can't just universally recommend it to everybody. Of course, if you want to go geocaching with me, we could do that, and then you'll know if you like it or not. One thing that is free, though, is subscribing to the Ultimo Zone. So you should do that. Like, really, you should do that. Or whatevs. Up north. I will say, though, that when we were at the parks at Mansfield, normally when we walk the trails, by the time we're done, the kids are like, we're ready to leave. This time, every single time we found a geocache, they were just like, okay, where's the next one? Let's find another one. So, it is fun. It's overall fun. That's not all the time I have for this week, because I still owe a video for this week. This is last week's video. So there should be another one this week, and I pretty much already know what it's going to be about. It's going to be about, well, one of two apps. Got this app theme going, I guess. But until the next video, return 0. Duh.